Lincoln Mitchell, how y'all doing? How you doing? Let's dive right into it. After 4 years and over 17,000 hours of me trading, this month makes me 4 years in this game. Um, People, what can I tell you over 4 years of doing this, and with the reputation I have, which I highly admire, I really do. First thing I can tell you, people, you have to study the charts, man. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time, man. You have to sit there and constantly be able to read those charts like the back of your head. You have to be able to see how those charts are moving, how that trend is moving. If that trend is going to reverse on you, you have to be able to see all of those things, man. I'm telling you that, every time somebody comes to me and they ask me to train them, the first thing I always go to is study the charts. Study the charts, people. You have to. There's no way around getting it. Whether you do forex, futures, options, you name it, stocks. You have to be able to study those charts. When you're studying those charts, people, you have to be able to see how that price moves. There's only one way you're going to even the playing field as a retail trader versus prop companies versus the big institution, and that's price. Everybody uses the same thing when it comes to that. Everybody sees the same high, everybody sees the same low, everybody sees the same opening and the closes. So the only way that you as a retail trader is going to be able to combat that is you have to learn how that price movement works. You have to learn how that price action works. That is so important. I mean, that's the only way that I know of that you're going to be able to, as a retail trader, is to be able to even plan field is to do that. You have to be able to think outside the box, people. All the answers to the trading is just not on the charts, but it has something related to in the charts. And I remember this guy was recommending these books, and these books had nothing to do with trading, but he said the answer's there, and he's right. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people miss when you're learning to trade. And trading has a lot of things that's outside of the box that you have to learn, and you have to be able to mature through that process. So you have to think outside of that box. You just can't think I'm only looking at one thing, and you think that's what's going to be. No, you're going to have to be able to go on and look at other things as well. There will always be there will always be risk, people. I mean, man, I'm really good at trading, and like I said, my reputation speaks for itself. I'm one of the only traders that would tell you about a trade, turn right back around and record that same trade live with real money. And even with me doing that, there's always risk involved. There's always risk. That's the only thing I hate about this game. It's always risk involved. That's it. I mean, you're not getting away from that, people. No matter how good you get, no matter how good you are, even me, I'm known to go on 40 straight wins, and I hate to lose that one. I got that shit out my mind now. I don't do that. If I see that loss coming, I take it quick. I don't care about trying to beat my record of 40 something straight wins. I don't care about that anymore. I care about, hey, if I'm about to take a $30 loss versus a $400 loss and break a winning spree, damn it, I'm going to do it. I don't care. I don't think like that anymore because that risk is true and it's there. People, this is a game, and yes, it's not a fair game. That's why people lose so much in trading. I have videos, live videos, where I was recording live, and I was running no stop loss. And I remember I told my wife and I told the people that were watching that video, and it's on Facebook somewhere. And I put a stop loss in. I said, "Now watch this damn thing come back to the stop loss." As soon as I put the stop loss, the market went straight back and hit that stop loss dead on. It was a live video. Hit my stop loss dead on the damn head, and then went back the opposite way. So it is a game, and it's not a fair one. That's why you have a 90% failure rate. Remember, this game is only designed. You only got a 50-50 chance. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. Then how can you be in a game that's only a 50%, 50-50 probability and have a 90% failure rate? That doesn't make sense. You know why? Because this is the part. It's not a fair game, people. You're up against some of the brightest minds in this industry, and these brightest minds are trying to take your money. You're trying to take their money, and they're trying to take your money. So it's not a fair game on both ends. I'm not saying they just got more power than you do. They can see where your stop loss is. They can see where your take profits at. They can see everything that you can't see. You don't know where they take profits at. You don't know when they're entering the trade. You don't know when they're exiting the trade. You can't see that, but they can see yours. And that's where the game is not fair. And some people are going to think, ah, man, Lincoln, that's not true. It's very true. Trust me. I've been doing it too damn long. I've seen some of the strangest crap happen in this industry, man. I'm telling you, This is a game. The lady that created Cisco Router, she said this. Sandy Lerner. She said, the first rule to a game is to know you're in one. And she's right. You don't need a lot of money, people. You need understanding. I have said this thousands of times. I don't know why so many times people say I got $8,000. You don't need $8,000. You don't need $25,000 to trade. You need to know what the hell going on. You need to understand this market, people. I mean, I can give you $50,000 and you'll blow it, or I can give somebody $500 and they will grow it. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they are understanding what's going on versus some people think that, oh, I can come in with a lot of money. All you did was just put a bigger target on your back. You know, I seen a guy just recently, a friend of mine reached out and said, hey, I made $7,000 trading and I don't even know what I'm doing. I said, you're full of shit. You know, it's hard to make that type of money because it's a game, and people who have been in here know if you coming in with $7,000 to the board and you don't know what you're doing, most likely that 7 degrees is gonna get swiped up real fast. And yes, people, there is a difference between a demo and a real account by far. Demo, you can make $7,000 a day easy. Show me somebody who's really doing that consistently every day and trade the market, and that's a retail trader. That's kind of hard to do. I'm not saying it's impossible. I said it's hard to do. You know, people, you have to look at more than one thing. So many of y'all come here, y'all only want to look at the 5-minute chart. You only want to look at the 1-minute chart. You only want to look at the 4-hour chart. People, you have to look at more than one thing. Trading is a combination. It's like a gears. It's like gears to a car. There's so many gears to make a car move. And trading is the same way. It has a whole bunch of gears that make the market move. And you have to look at it like that. You have to say this gear is pushing this gear, and this gear is going to push this gear, and that gear is going to do this and do that. You have to be able to look at more than one thing. You cannot be, you can't walk in here with those blinders on and not looking to the right and left. You have to take those blinders off, people, so so you can see everything. Do not have tunnel vision in this game. I promise you, that's the worst thing you can do. People, put the odds in your favor. Like I said, there's always going to be risks. I have a video called The Setup. It's one of the most popular videos ever. And the reason being because that setup shows you how to put those odds in your favor. Like I said on this one, it is a game, so you have to try to put the odds in your favor, people. You have to. You have to learn that. You have to use that setup video and say, hey, this is what I want to do because I have a better chance of winning this. Remember that. These people are out to take your money, people. There's always risk involved. So if somebody tells you, you have to go fight the guy up the street, and you can bring Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, and Jamal White and Bruce Lee with you, you're going to do it because the chances of you winning this fight is pretty damn high now. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you want to put those odds in your favor, people. I'm telling you, you have to do that. I think this is the reason, another reason why so many people fail. The market is forever changing, people. It's forever changing. Prices are forever moving. Prices are forever changing. So you walk into a gate and you use a passcode. You walk out that gate, you come back 5 minutes later, whether you fail to realize that that passcode has just been changed. And that's how the market is. If you ever seen that movie Terminator vs. Predator first one, where they were in that pyramid and it kept changing. It kept changing. The walls and how it was set up would keep changing. The market is just like that. It's constantly changing, people. It never stays the same. And I think that's what people fail to realize. So when they got something stuck and they say, oh, this is going to happen, the market like, okay, that's what you thought was going to happen. Now we're going to change it. And if you're not ready for that change and you can't see that change, that's how you really get caught up in the game. You have to be ready for that change, people. I'm telling you. But that's it, man. Like I said, after 4 years and over 17,000 hours, I have by far blown many accounts. I have by far seen a lot of money. I have lost a lot of money. I'm very, very consistent now, full-time trader. I'm telling you right now, it's not an easy task, people. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not. I'm easy to reach. Everybody knows that. Anybody who sends me messages, I always reply. I try to give y'all the best advice I can. But good luck on this journey. This is not an easy journey. Like I said, after 4 years and over 17,000 hours, there's probably a lot more I can tell you about, but I just like to keep the video short because most people's attention span is very short, which I don't understand. So many people come in this industry and they lose money and they have a very, very short attention span. So you got to be able to look at the videos all the way through and understand exactly what's going on. All right. Lincoln Mitchell. Bye.